Hi, I'm Michael Yardney, and everyone knows that location is critical when selecting an investment property, especially one that's going to outperform the averages. So what makes a good location? Why are some locations better prospects than others? When I started investing around 40 years ago, the emphasis for home buyers was largely affordability and proximity to infrastructure. At that time, the outer fringes of our capital cities were developing in wake of freeway extensions on all sides, and commuting from these vast, newly born suburbs into the CBD became commonplace. As far as amenities went, as long as you had a relatively easy drive to your place of employment, as well as nearby shops, healthcare services and schools, life was pretty good. Nowadays, the property choices Australians make are still driven by lifestyle, but how we think and function in today's world has changed. With more than half Australian households only having one or two people in them, more of us are choosing to start a family later in life. We're enjoying the opportunity to work more flexible hours, and many of us working from home offices. We're seeking better work-life balance and prioritising downtime before overtime, and we're opting to live within walking distance from not only infrastructure, but also from cafes, restaurants, recreation facilities, as our lifestyle seems to move to the top of what many owner-occupiers and tenants want in their wish list. And we're also downsizing to easily maintainable and cost-effective apartments and townhouses with smaller gardens and more efficient, compact designs. This means that walkability has become the new buzzword on the property investment block. Of course, proximity to amenities such as shops, parks and public transport that allows residents to either walk or take a short tram, train or train ride has long underpinned property values in inner city neighbourhoods throughout the developed world. But now we're witnessing a similar trend across our increasingly cosmopolitan Australian capital cities. In fact, it's common for a considerable premium to be paid for properties that are a short stroll, a short walk to the beach, to cafe strips, and long-term capital growth figures show that in Sydney, where the most walkable suburbs have actually outperformed the averages by up to about 20%. Our culture has changed. It should come as no surprise that as our lives have become busier and time is increasingly short, cafes have become a kind of transition point where we meet friends, family and office business associates to catch up. Many city dwellers have their favourite haunts. They're on a first name basis with the local barista and they've got a regular order there. I know that's the way I am. And the serving and consumption of coffee has become, I guess, a bit of a ritual, hasn't it? With many of us fancying ourselves as coffee connoisseurs. Given that more of us are living alone or in smaller households, it's not surprising that the relaxed, home away from home vibe in inner city cafes is becoming an increasingly popular drawcard for those seeking a familiar social outlet. Yes, lifestyle undeniably has become a fundamental force in today's residential real estate market. Culturally, we've become a nation that enjoys strolling to the local corner eatery to catch up with friends or just enjoying some time out with a latte. But it's not only suburbs close to the beach and the bay that command a premium. Proximity to schools with a good reputation is a must for many family buyers, with some purchasers prepared to pay a significant premium to be within a particular school catchment zone. Their children can walk, bus or train it to school. In fact, in my experience, parents choose places to live and they're prepared to travel half an hour, even an hour to work if it means that their children can walk safely to an esteemed local school. Now, things have changed and Australian cities have been ranked by walk score because as our population grows and our cities increase, by the way, we're increasing at about the rate that'll mean we'll increase by 10% over the next 5 years. This means walkability has become an even more important consideration for property investors seeking locations that are going to outperform in the future. Well, you can actually find out how walkable your suburb, any suburb is, or in fact most properties are, at walkscore.com, which measures the typical distance in walkability your property is from lots of amenities ranging from 0 to being car driven to 100%, which is very walkable. Now the good news is that walkable neighbourhoods were recently recognised for their health and economic benefits. You see, a study at the University of Melbourne, it was actually a 10-year study, found good access to local infrastructure encouraged more people to ditch the drive and adopt health-enhancing habits. For property investors, the cultural transition that Australia is currently undergoing is pretty important. It signals an end to the suburban McMansion fad and demonstrates just how crucial demographic waves of change can be to planning and executing a successful long-term property portfolio. While affordability will always be a factor in our property decisions, lifestyle is the fundamental key in our marketplace today. Inner suburban and bayside apartments filled with character and complemented by flowing common sense floor plans with excellent nearby lifestyle amenities have now become the new black in residential real estate for many buyers, young and old. Now, this is where investors would do well to focus their property investment activity in years to come, because not all properties are going to increase in value, so accessibility to lifestyle and amenities is going to make some properties outperform the others. If you're wanting to grow your own property portfolio, whether you're a beginner or an experienced investor, why not get the team at Metropole to work on your side? If you're a beginner, we'll put a strategy together for you. If you're an experienced investor, we're more than happy to review your existing portfolio to see how we can help. I look forward to being part of your wealth creation journey.